Good morning, Cape Coral. Today I'm here with Integrity Plumbing Solutions. This is Christine, this is Caleb, and we're here to learn about their plumbing business. Welcome, guys. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
All right, so first off, I started off reading your Google reviews, and you guys have exceptional ratings. A lot of the things that people were discussing is how you respect their home, how you are punctual, you're fair, and you explain and diagnose everything very quickly. Are those kind of the grounds of what keeps you successful, do you think?
Yes. I would say punctuality. I mean, you can always pretty much count on us to usually arrive same day, especially for an emergency, but also, like you're saying, cleanliness and treating people's homes like they're our own. A lot of times, especially working in the bathroom, try to leave the work environment cleaner than when we arrived, because that's what people notice and remember. They don't notice necessarily the plumbing work you do. They like to see you leave their home clean.
That's an extra step that I don't think every other company takes, knowing from experience. So Christine, you're more behind the scenes. You do the scheduling, the phone calls, the 911s, and you schedule it for Caleb to go out?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a team along with you that's riding along with you? And
so kind of, well, yes. I'm trying to slowly grow and get more trucks on the road. About to be hiring another technician to be riding with me, get him in his own truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then also Christine occasionally has one or two people working part-time behind the scenes with her. So the answer is yes.
Tell me, what call is the most common call that you guys get? 911 emergency type call.
Blockages would be our biggest, oh my gosh, you have to reschedule everything and get out there right now.
Yeah.
Because people do not like stuff coming up in their shower that should not be coming up in their shower.
Yeah, all of a sudden their whole house, their plumbing isn't usable, so that becomes an emergency for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you do outside irrigation work and things like that when it comes to water leakage and flooding?
Irrigation to some extent. I mean, if there's a broken pipe, that's plumbing, we can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it becomes like their whole irrigation system and a bigger problem with that, it's kind of specialized irrigation companies. That's
being in this so long, do you have companies that you can refer easily? So when it comes to like a company that can take care of those problems, you know exactly who.
Exactly, which people love that, because if they love and trust you, then they want your referrals and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, of course. And you don't want to recommend someone that's going to show up late, leave a mess behind. You want to make sure that you're working with the same type of companies that you stand for. So I'm sure that's what you're looking for as you're looking to grow. You need those employees that respect from start to finish. Tell me a little bit about your family, about how you guys came to be owners. You started owning over a year ago, right?
2 summers ago, yeah. 2 years ago.
Oh, big
2 summers ago.
Big party this summer coming up, celebrating 2 years.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, our parents started the company in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And then Caleb's been working. You know, he started as, my dad raised him, trained, he did raise you, like you, in his truck, like from the bottom up. And my dad is a meticulous person. So now that's why he's so meticulous with his stuff. And people are constantly complimenting on how meticulous he is, how he lays out his tools. Now he's very clean. But that's just the standard that my dad ingrained in us, mm-hmm. and my mom ingrained in us at a young age with our work ethic. So yeah, Caleb's now trying to train other plumbers in the same way, but we took it over from him about 2 years ago, and he's been there about over 10 years.
Yeah, almost 11 years.
Yeah, and I've been eight-ish or so. So.
How's it working with your family? Good? I mean, I feel like you don't know anyone any better than mom, dad, brother, sister relationship, but it must be good.
We always all go along pretty well. I would say the brother-sister dynamic has been the easiest.
That's good. That balance is what makes a successful team, I think. And your parents must be so proud of you. They're enjoying retirement. They know their business that they built is in good hands.
Yep.
So that's wonderful.
My dad had a big dream to pass it down to his children. And we were both for a while like, no, we're not interested in that. And now we're all in, and it is what we both, strongly desire. We want to be doing it. So yes, they're very happy to see it continue on.
You're doing great with the social media and that kind of advertising and putting your business out there. I love how involved you guys are. That's really important. And I think that's what's going to take it to the next level for you guys. Probably your parents' generation, they're like, no, we're not getting into that. And you feel you're already in there and you can kind of take that extra step and explore these types of avenues to get your name out there. And so we just want to help advertise these companies that we want to verify. Like we know that you're trustworthy, we know that you're honest, so we want to spotlight you guys. And that's why we essentially invited you out here to get to know the company or the people behind the company. Yeah. Can you tell me what's the worst situation you found yourself in? Don't drop
Like
addresses.
Stories?
Yes, just one.
Yeah, my go-to, that was probably about 10 years ago now, was...
And you still stuck with it after. Okay. All right, I'm here for it.
I somehow still don't know how it happened, but it was someone's bathroom sinks not draining, and snaked it, did all the usual stuff, couldn't get it going. So whatever it led to, we ended up having to cut the wall open and cut into the drain pipe in the wall and pulled out a dead snake, which was slimy and nasty and as gross as you can imagine. And that was, that was one of the most disgusting days.
Traumatizing.
I wouldn't have been plumbing after that.
No.
Pretty gross.
Yeah. I don't know what would be worse, a dead snake or a live snake for me. I'm not sure.
My dad had many encounters with live snakes. Under house.
That's going to be a whole other episode. We're going to sit your dad down and hear all of his stories.
Somehow I've avoided the snakes under the houses. I've yet to have one. Encounter one.
You need to knock on wood.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for Southwest Florida residents and anything that they could do to prevent a 911 call with you guys?
Well, something that's probably not even so specific to our area, but that I try to drill in people's heads constantly is knowing where your main shutoff valve is for turning your water off and making sure it works. And if you're going out of town for even a weekend or more, turn your water off to your whole house, because it will save yourself a nightmare situation of getting the phone call with a river coming out your front door and your house getting flooded. Turn your water off to your house. Know how to do that. Make sure your main shutoff valve works. That's pretty important. That's something a lot of people don't think about, and just don't even think about it.
My mother-in-law last night, we were at her house and she had a little Post-it note on the ice machine. Ice maker broken. She was out of her little routine, so thank goodness she was home, but she just heard water gushing and it just flooded her whole floor. She's replaced this ice maker multiple times. The refrigerator is 20 years old. She just get rid of it. But she's like, I can't even leave the house without turning the water off here. And I'm like, you're nuts. And now you're confirming what she said. So sorry, Debbie, you're right. Turn your water off. So you do residential and you also do commercial plumbing. So you work with a lot of contractors. Do you do their plumbing as they're building?
Some of them, yeah. We just started working more with a couple contractors that are doing remodels. We don't do new construction.
Okay.
Because we are a smaller company. Generally, larger.
I know that Snake would tell me brand new build is where I'd be. But you're still digging and you don't know what you're getting with brand new either. So
if there's like a fire or flood and everything's gutted in a house, we can come in, and that's like starting from scratch almost. And those, we take care of those. We do a lot of those.
Sounds harder than starting it.
There's yes and no.
It's a I know.
It's a blank slate, but I don't know. It's easier and harder in different ways, but
Do you do water heater replacements and all of that? And you can order and everything for the perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of along the lines of any kind of fixtures, faucets, water heaters, toilets. Those are fixtures. Yeah, that's kind of our bread and butter. That's kind of a typical service call.
if someone buys their water heater from Home Depot or Lowe's or something, do you install or do you prefer to
we can't
do the process?
We can as anything. We prefer to supply something because it's easier to work with, and that if it's our material, it's better quality, and I've installed it a lot of times. It is definitely better quality than Home Depot, but also warranty comes with. If we provide something that's warranted for a year, it's kind of the biggest push to let us buy something and warranty it. If you go and buy it, that's Home Depot's problem. Probably.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It happens a lot where someone goes and buys, cheap faucets, and we put it in, and then they're upset because it leaks right away, but it's just the cheap material. Unfortunately, you can't warranty that.
Right. So you know all the right people to help redesign people's homes and get them up and running.
We do a lot of bathroom remodels. And we have tile companies we work with for that.
How long do you find yourself in someone's home for? I guess depending on the project, I'm sure. But is it usually in and out in a day? Do you have a lot of projects that take you multiple days, multiple visits, that kind of?
A little bit of everything. I mean, most of our, like a typical service call, which is a lot of what we do. It's like drain clog or fixing a toilet or something like that. Yeah, like an hour is a typical service call. An hour to 2 hours. But if it's a remodel or repipe or something along those lines, it might be a day, 2 days. It's kind of the maximum probably work. Not weeks. So.
And what areas of Southwest Florida do you service?
Mostly Lee County. So, I mean, Fort Myers, Cape Cool, North Fort Myers, the occasional Punta Gorda, Lehigh, Buckingham, but Lee County.
We started going a little bit more into Charlotte and Collier. It just depends on the job, honestly.
Yeah.
Job scheduling, how it all works out. Makes sense.
How do new customers find you guys?
It's the majority is recommendations, to be honest with you.
It's usually those are some of the easiest because the customers that trust you and like you and use you, their friends or family are going to be also a good fit for your company. So it's just easy, but that's where a lot of our work does come from.
So if somebody were watching this video, where would they find you if they needed to call you?
Integrity Plumbing Solutions.net is our website. And then our phone number is 239-656-3880, where you can look up Integrity Plumbing Solutions. We're on Facebook and Instagram. I joined a few months ago a group called Southwest Florida Women in Construction, and it's really given me, I'm actually on the leadership group for it. I've made some great friends through the group, including you actually through it.
I'm a supporter.
But there's a lot of contractors and property managers, and then there's also, electricians, Tyler. So we all recommend each other because we I know that's a good person. I trust them. I recommend them. So it's been, and they've opened the doors to events that I otherwise wouldn't have went to. Like we had a class to learn blueprints. We had a round table at City of Cape Coral that I was able to go to, and now we have one on Wednesday with Lee County, just teaching us the bid process for government jobs. So it's a lot more access and opportunities, and I'm excited about it.
Access, opportunities, connections. No, that's wonderful. And that's what's really important. I think there are so many businesses competing with each other that you ask for a plumber, you ask for an electrician, you're just throwing a name, throwing a business card, and you don't know what these businesses or companies stand on. So the fact that you're putting yourself in situations to expand and get to know the other companies that you can work with is wonderful, and that we're trying to get that information out to the public to kind of bring in more business, but also find reliable businesses.
So why would somebody choose you guys over your competitors?
I mean, the name goes so far, the integrity. It represents a lot. Reliability, honesty, we develop some good relationships with our customers, and they trust us. But I mean, that goes a long way, because otherwise you're taking a name off a list, you don't know who you're getting, but the name kind of represents who we are, and I think you can prove that to people pretty quickly. So
We only use quality material. that we trust on warranty fully. Quality workmanship that we pride ourselves on. And yeah, he even went out on a Saturday. He even went out on a Saturday and warranty work the other day. That typically someone wouldn't have warranty, but it's just the way we run our business.
Integrity Plumbing Solutions. Your satisfaction is our reputation.